Hello and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Winona, and today I'll be playing my little mad lad today. And with me for this is going to be so much fun FPS, is the wonderful, amazing, creative, good friend of mine.
Hi, hello, I'm Phoebe, vegan of the bears, and today I am bringing back my chaotic little duck girl, Allith.
Who we love very
Ooh,
much.
yes, I love her. Ooh. Well,
I was waiting for you to say
no,
something.
I have got nothing else to say.
Okay, alright. We start. So, we set the scene at the treehouse. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming, and you're just a little energetic duck.
I am.
And say, what has brought Allith here?
So, okay, what is exactly here?
The treehouse, is a.
Well, ever since she heard about EGAD from a kind old lady in the jungle, she has made it one of her. She has kind of put in a lot of effort of trying to find where it is. And she's been apparently established to not be very good at knowing which direction is which.
You want to roll a survival for me? See how long?
I will roll a survival if I can remember the command. Okay, there we go. Remembered it. Don't worry.
Hee hee.
Now! What? Oh, wait. Wrong.
It's
How do I
exclamation.
roll?
It's exclamation point roll. Then 1d20 plus whatever your modifier is.
No. Okay,
There
hold
has to be
on.
a space between roll and the 1d20. You almost have
Hold
it.
on. There we go. Ah!
It has taken you a very significant amount of time to find this place. It probably there's probably a good montage of like a month or so that has taken you to figure out where this specific tree in a jungle that is full of very large trees.
Yep, yep. That's Allith for ya.
Yeah, there's multiple scenes like you're in a canoe, you're just in the jungle, you try to look in when you in the top of the trees and you just see more green.
I don't know why I thought that would help.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
good like jungle survival montage. It's just like also one of those map sequence. Like it's just like red dot just going every which way
hmm
until you finally find a road, and then this dirt road, you're just like, you know what? I have tried every other which way imaginably possible. You follow the dirt road. The first thing you come up against is the treehouse.
She looks up. She was question is I want to ask, how many times has she come across this dirt road and did
Probably multiple times, but you've ignored it every single time.
Alice thought, nah, that's too easy. That's too easy. They wouldn't hide a secret adventurers guild somewhere where anybody can find it. And then, no, they did put in a secret adventurers guild where anybody can find it. And she's just like staring up at the treehouse. Just a few ding ding. Okay, anyway, she found it. She's running in.
You slam open the door, and Mad Lad's gonna
Okay, she
make.
wouldn't slam it. That's too mean. Just kind of run up to it, run into the door, gently open it.
There's a big thud. You're very excited.
Yes.
Let's see if Mad Lad is spooked by the sudden thud of the door. He is not. That's a 19 on the die. Mad Lad hears her thump, and he just turns as he like has a popsicle in his hand. And he's just like he just came down from the kitchen, and he's like, huh? And then he sees you open the door.
She's just kind of looking around for a second. I'm gonna make a quick perception check for her.
Mm-hmm.
6. Oh no, girly.
I mean, this is just the main sort of entrance of the treehouse. There's a pulley system to lead up to like the different floors if you can't take the stairs, which is right next to it. Say there you see an entrance to at least another room. Say, and you also see the boy right in front of you. It looks to be about your age. And Mad Lad smiles like, "Hello there. I don't think I've seen you before."
And she looks at the boy and she's like, "Oh my gosh, hi, hello." Oh my, is this EGAD?
Yeah, this is a EGAD. And Mad Lad just sort of makes a giant gesture, just to like sort of point at everything.
Oh my gosh, I've been searching this for months. You have no idea what I have gone through. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm finally in here. Wow. And she's just like looking everywhere.
Mad Lad nods. You know, the jungle has done that before. You're not the only one who has taken a comically long time to find this treehouse.
That's slightly reassuring.
Yeah. What's your name?
Oh my gosh, I'm Allith Ducky.
Allith. Nice to meet you. My name's Mad Lad, as he outstretches a hand to shake.
She's going to grab it and she's going to shake it very fast.
Nice. Mad Lad shakes in tandem very fast too. I'm guessing you want to be a part of EGAD?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. EGAD's an amazing place. I've been here for a while now, and it's just like, it's really cool. It is just like, wait a minute. Unfortunately, we can't get you, like, you could definitely be in, like, we take in anyone, but unfortunately, I don't think any of the grown-ups that you need to talk to are here. I don't think Ollie or Matt, Thad are here right now to give you, like, a... You know what? Why don't I do it? I've been here for a while. I know this treehouse in and out. What do you say? Do you want a tour?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah! Mad Lad just like fist pumps in the air. He's just happy.
Allith is incredibly super excited.
All right.
So what? Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to have Allith go. So, since you're my tour guide, what is this room? What is this place? Where does that lead? What's in the room over there?
Okay. First thing to know, this is the main entrance room. As you can see, we EGAD, the main base is a tree house, pretty much, which has many different ways of going up. Some people depending on how you can get up. Like, there's a stairwell that goes upward, as you can see here, as he goes over and, like, points toward the stairwell. Or if you can't properly climb stairs, we have this pulley system that allows you to take up you to the next floor that way. And he then motions to the little pulley system.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. Allith has, while he's explaining, has pulled out this glittery pink journal that... Unfortunately, it has already started to stain her hands pink with glitter.
Gosh. Yes.
As she holds it, and she's writing down everything that Mad Lad is telling her, and she's doing like little doodles, basic doodles of like the treehouse from what she remembers of seeing the outside of it. She's doing a little diagram of the inside. She's writing down everything.
Mad Lad nods. Yeah, and over here, a Mad Lad then takes her over to the next room, which is a smaller reading nook. There's books everywhere. There's definitely comfortable chairs for just relaxing. And he sort of just points here. It's like, this is the little reading nook. There's comfortable chairs for here. There's a window if you want to like watch the rain. Sometimes I like to do that. Here, there's a small TV over here that we turn on every once in a while. It's a lot of the older shows, but I'm not saying they ain't bad, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Mad Lad
Can I? Go ahead.
smiles.
I was gonna ask, can Allith have a look at the books?
Yeah.
Alrighty, tidy.
Roll perception.
Oh boy. Allith, sweetheart, ducky. What's your perception, little girl? 13.
Yeah, that's enough. It's like there is a good selection of reading books. A lot of them definitely tend to like be more adventure sort of novels, but there's other genres in here, but not as prevalent. There's mysteries. There's little good like spooky, scary stories. There's a couple of romance novels. There's fantasy. There's sci-fi, but mainly sort of adventure sort of novels. You know, Indiana Jones sort of type novels.
Ooh. Allith is going to pick one at random, hopefully with her non-glitter hand.
Roll a d2 to see if which hand it is. Is it glitter or non-glitter?
Oh my god.
Oh,
She
let's just say
really-
one is glitter, two is non-glitter.
Okay, so 2 is non-glitter. 2 is non-glitter.
Yeah.
Okay, so she reaches out for one of the novel books, and she just does a quick flip through on the inside, having a quick look, looks at the author, and then she just kind of puts the book down back in as she admires all of the books. Like, wow.
Yeah. It's not as big as the usual library that that Ollie's mansion has, but this is it has a really good sort of more like relaxing sort of books, you know?
You mentioned Ollie a few times. Who is he?
Ollie's what is one of the creators of EGAD.
Allith writes that down.
His partner is named Thad. Well, it's not technically Thad. He calls him Thad. I think Malt is technically his real name, but everyone just calls him Thad.
Allith has written all of that word for word in her little journal, and she shuts it closed like, okay. So, his name is Thad, but that's what everybody calls him, but his real name is Molt.
Yes.
Okay, got that.
Yeah. And just say, yeah. Just to let you know, they say we also he just giggles. We also call them the grandpas of EGAD too sometimes.
Allith writes that down. Grandpas of EGAD.
Yeah. Unfortunately, neither of them are here, so you become like you do all the paperwork and stuff. You know, sort of how it is when you join an adventuring guild. But I can at least give you a full tour.
Yes. Okay.
Out of curiosity, say, how do you fight?
Okay. How does she fight?
Yeah, it's just like
Is this like a
more like
Is this like a
yeah, more like what like is she a fighter? Is she a rogue? Is she more sorcerer or wizard?
she's a fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, Mad
Okay.
Lads basically ask her like, what class are you?
Oh, well, I tend to focus a little bit more on the combat aspect. You know, you never know what kind of trouble you're going to get yourself into, and it's really helpful if you do get yourself into problems. But I've kind of been looking to learn some magic somewhere, but that's for later. That's for future.
Mad Lad nods. Yeah, I was actually the same way. Like I started off with being more of a fighter and like technically I'm a gunsmith, but then I learned how to do more naturey magic.
Okay, as soon as you say gunsmith, Alice just looks up at Mad Lad like, "Oh my gosh, you make guns?"
Yeah! As Mad Lad is gonna get into his hammer's face. Yes, he pulls out his hand cannon and then his pirate pistol.
Allith is astonished, blown away as she looks. She glares. She stares. She's just like, "Oh my gosh, you made those?"
Well, technically, I made this one from scratch, and he points towards the cannon. This one, and he then points to the pirate pistol. It's just like, technically, my sibling bought me this, but I add some modifications of my own to it.
Oh my god.
Hee hee hee.
Okay, she's currently a little bit speechless, but she's really trying to like have a good look at these guns.
Yeah, Mad Lad keeps them in his hands, but he does allow her to like take a closer look at them.
She is absolutely admiring them. What kind of modifications did you add?
Mainly of how the outside look. I also added sort of especially with this sort of gun, there's a little. He then sort of with his sort of thumb area like makes a motion on his pirate pistol, and there's like a little mini sort of scope that pops out. Helps me focus my aim if I'm going longer distances.
Allith is still a little bit starry-eyed as she looks at these guns and she's like, "Wow,
Yeah,
that's awesome! You're gonna have to teach me how to do that someday."
these are tricky weapons to learn, but I would definitely try to teach as he puts them away.
Don't worry, I'm a quick learner.
Sweet. So what's your weapon of choice?
She's gonna pull out her great sword.
Whoa! Now it's Mad Lad's turn to be starry eyes. That's an awesome sword!
Ah, thank you!
So big.
My grandpa It was a gift from my grandpa or when I started adventuring.
Wow, even a grandpa sword. That's even better. It's awesome. As he just examines the sword.
She also does a few little small poses with it to like really show off.
Nice. You're gonna fit in great here.
Aw, she wags her little tail in excitement.
But onto the tour as he walks into
But I've also
No, you go.
Discord glitched out. Okay, I was going to say that alongside with that, she says, "But I also do sometimes use this for combat." And she pulls out like a cane. It is obviously too big for her to actually use it properly. Another gift from my grandpa. I beat up a gargoyle with this thing.
Aw, that's so cool. You beat up a gargoyle with a kid. That is hilarious. I wish I could have seen it.
Okay, anyway. You were mentioning the next room?
Yeah, Milo is just like, he sort of points, but next room. Let's get to the next room. As he then goes from this room to a more office sort of room. This is more of a room that is for larger meetings of EGAD. It has a map of Inkwell at the other end of the room. It has a giant long meeting table with extra room on the sides. So like if there's not enough people for the seats at the table, like if there's too many people, you can't see everyone at the table. There's at least room for people like to stand on like outside, like on the near the walls and stuff.
Allith is admiring once again. She is writing down so many gosh darn notes about this place.
Also, you want to see something really cool?
Always?
As Mad Lad goes to one of the paintings in this sort of office, he grabs the side of it and moves it, and behind the painting there is a little secret storage room.
What's in the storage room?
Just boxes and stuff. It's a storage space.
What's in the boxes?
Well, I don't know what are in the boxes. I just know there's a storage space around here.
Alice would definitely have peeked her head into one of the boxes. Actually, she's planning on doing that.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
A dex saving throw?
Yeah. You you poke in the box. There's nothing in the box. But as you like lift your head out of the box, your head is full of cobwebs.
She doesn't notice. She just kind of, weird.
Yeah, it's just an extra storage space, but it's also really fun to hide in here because like this is one of my favorite hide and seek sort of spots.
Ooh. She'll definitely write that down in her journal and keep it for later.
Oh, so I'm gonna roll something.
Oh no.
All right. You then hear a strange honking noise come from somewhere else in the treehouse. And then you hear some crashes.
What was that?
Probably that wild goose that every once in a while causes havoc. Which is one other thing I should note about this treehouse. There's always something going on, and don't be surprised about any random thing happening, like in this case, a goose that's running havoc within the treehouse.
Gosh, a goose and a duck walk into a treehouse.
Yes.
I can't believe it. Well, we should probably get it out. And she's instantly running towards the honking and the crashing.
We can sure dang try. If it's the goose I'm thinking of, we can sure dang try.
Which goose are you thinking of?
That goose. He sort of narrows his eyes into the distance as this is like my sworn enemy.
Alice is writing that down. She has started a new page entirely for Mad Lad. Okay, anyway. And she throws the journal back into her hammer space. She grips onto her cane as she rubs the glitter onto her. Well, I was gonna say pants, but she doesn't have any, so she's just rubbing it against her pink shirt, making it even more glittery. And she's just like, okay, let's get rid of this goose.
Yeah, probably a good idea before it starts messing everything else up. And I need
Radical.
And I need to pull up something for this goose.
Should I be scared on the goose?
You'll know why.
Oh. 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 I'm already scared of the goose.
Where did I put it? Oh, that's the wrong folder. That's it. I have all my D&D stuff near each other, so I often click on the wrong D&D folder.
No, that's fair.
Let's see. Do. Can I not find what I want? I just want to find the stats to this one goose.
Take your time, take your time.
Do I have to look it up the old-fashioned way? I may have to. Gosh dang it.
Ah, no!
Because I've saved this once before, and I'm trying to figure out where the heck did I put it.
Ooh,
Aha! There it is.
yippee!
As you let's see what room. Let me make a roll to see what room is this in. It's probably upstairs. Yeah, it's upstairs. So you guys go upstairs to the second floor, and as you go up the stairs to the second floor, you see some more bugs, like lining the stairway up, say up to the second floor, which is really cool.
She'll
Built-in
take
book,
note of that. Go
and
ahead.
you see the second floor leads up to a hallway, but also is connected to mainly a large kitchenette. A large kitchen with tables on the side, but also sort of like a mix between a professional kitchen and like a home kitchen. And this kitchen, it is just has everything knocked over. There's pots and pans everywhere. Someone chose violence today.
Oh, fun. She looks all over the kitchen and she's just like, wow. Well, ignoring all the mess that's everywhere.
Yeah. And
What a disrespectful guest. She's gonna try and start putting up a few as much as she can while keeping an eye out for the goose.
as you see, let's just 1 second.
Oh
Uh,
no.
I need to check something really quickly. Okay. Make a wiz make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh. Allith, girly. A wisdom saving throw. 16.
Okay, you make it.
Okay, good.
As I'll need to put this in my video too because I partially use the random encounter thing in the resource of the EGAD thing. So I need to put this in the thing, but you'll know this right now. But you're not put into a fear sort of state. As you see,
Oh,
just behind the thing, behind one of the counters, you jump, but you're not like fearful of this goose. As you turn around and see this.
what what do I see? Oh!
You see a goose with a knife in its beak. It just loudly honk at you.
Dang it. Okay.
Mad Lad is just like, just glares at the goose. It's just, you. That's the damn goose.
Well, it's just a goose with a knife.
Don't underestimate this goose. Many people have before you and have suffered the consequences.
Okay? Don't underestimate the goose. And she is squaring herself up with her cane in hand.
The goose then like goes behind the counter and looks like it's waddling off. Do you want to make a perception check?
Absolutely. Hold on. Oh gosh. Girly pop, please. Girly!
All right. 1 second. Like, people will know what this goose will look like just by me saying the goose. But I'll just tell anyways. This is the Untitled Goose Game Goose.
Yeah.
I've just put up a picture in OBS for people who don't know this goose. The only
Fair
difference
enough.
between that goose and this goose is like this goose has like a ribbon around its neck, like a very shiny ribbon. It belongs to someone. No one knows who.
Oh my gosh, then with that, she's just going to be like, "Oh my gosh, it
Yeah,
has
Mad Lad just glares at the goose. Don't underestimate this goose. It may feign innocence, but it's a monster.
Oh, it's just like me, for real, for real." She
Yeah,
wouldn't say for real, but like,
yeah, but you look and say Mad Lad's gonna roll perception 2 on this. He rolled in
please
that
do.
1, so you immediately go to follow this goose, and this goose seems to almost vanish.
Dang it. Okay. So she just kind of like looks around. She's like, "Where'd the goose go?"
It has begun. I don't know how, but this goose can hide extremely well. It could be anywhere in the treehouse by now.
I'm gonna do a quick little roll. Uh, actually, can since we're in a kitchen area, can I'm gonna do a perception check or an investigation check to see if there's any food.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So would that be perception or investigation? I'm
Probably
gonna go
investigation if you're looking around.
15.
Oh, yeah, you're able to find food in the cabinets and stuff. You could definitely see that the goose tried to get in some of the food, but mainly just more like the normal things geese eat, which I don't know what normal geese eat off the top of my head.
Okay, that is valid, but for now, she's going to grab whatever food the goose has tried to get into. Kind of get a good handful of it. I'm gonna say like bread or something.
Probably seeds or bread. You know, this is why we
Seeds
have
or bread.
Yeah, let's see. What do geese like to eat?
Actually, what do geese like to eat? I'm gonna Google it.
Me too. That's what I was about to do. Yeah, vegetables. So like, grain, beans. Maybe you get a handful of beans.
Beans. Okay, so she's gonna grab a handful of beans and then she's going to take one up in the air and she's gonna wave it around like, "Here, goosey, 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 goosey. I've got some delicious beans. You're gonna absolutely love them."
Mad Lad is just like it's just like looking around for this goose, and now this goose is gonna make a stealth check.
Make a stealth check, goose.
Matt, you at one point do you want to make a perception check for me to see if you can try to beat this and see the goose?
Actually, yeah, she would be looking around. Okay.
And so is Mad Lad. Let's see if Mad Lad can perception this goose.
I doubt Allith will be able to. Yeah, I doubt it.
Mad Lad actually does see the goose.
Yes. Thank you, Mad Lad.
Because that's an 18 on the die plus 7. That's a 25. You do not see the goose as it comes up behind you and tries to snag a handful, like a beak full of beans from your hand. But Mad Lad, knowing this goose and seeing this goose be around, it's just like, I know what you're doing. So he doesn't technically hide himself, but he does get to a position where he can get knows where the goose is probably going to be coming from to see where it is, and he sees the goose behind him and tries to sneak the beans, and Mad Lad's like, "Oh no, you don't!" As he then is going to. Do you have anything to hold this goose down?
Hmm.
Keep forgetting.
Don't.
Mad
Oh,
Lad
are you
is
asking
gonna.
Mad Lad?
Mad Lad is gonna first, as a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark. So he is just like, I will track you down, and then he is going to try to grapple the goose.
Grapple the goose! Grapple the goose!
All right, goose. Let's see. Is there anything for you in grappling? Nope.
Get grappled, idiot.
We'll see.
But we have to see if
Let's
it
see
actually
let's
succeeds.
see what the goose rolls.
Come on.
Ooh, this goose is not gonna make this easy. So
I mean, since Mad Lad has now given out the location of the goose and Allith has whipped around,
okay,
could
Mad
Allith
Lad.
possibly
Okay,
help?
let's say I think Mad Lad is fine.
Okay,
as he
Mad Lad's
rolled,
fine.
as he rolled another 18 on the die. Love you,
Oh my
boy, for
God.
being consistent. And since he has a +3, thank God, in his athletics, Mad Lad's like, gotcha! As he pins down this goose from behind, and it just squawks up a storm and tries to wriggle out, but Mad Lad like wrapped his arms around its wings so it couldn't like use his wings to like hit him and stuff. He's like, I got it, I got it, I got it!
You got it, you got it! And she's looking at the goose. How do you plan to get it out?
Very carefully as he stands up carefully. Actually, no, he doesn't stand up. He actually. Let's see. I think he still has rope. Does he still have rope? Yes, he still has rope.
Yes.
As Mad Lad hog ties this goose. Gotta make sure it doesn't escape, so gotta hog tie it like this.
Allith is watching him tie the goose up very carefully.
And Mad Lad picks up the goose and starts walking over to the pulley system. He's like, as I carry this goose, can you get the pulley system?
Uh-huh. And she instantly runs over to try to help.
Yeah, this is easy, sort of elevator pulley system, and you hit a button and it comes up, and you're able to get to the first floor. And then Mad Lad says, like, get the door, please.
Absolutely. She'd probably get to those before Mad Lad has to ask, but
Yeah. And Mad Lad, once he's outside and a good couple feet away from the door, he's just like, okay, close the door behind ya. And Mad Lad sets this goose down. And let's see. Let's roll a D2 as this goose is untied. Let's see. Fight or flight? 1 for fight and 2 for flight.
let's see.
Flight. This goose just like zooms out of his hands and just back somewhere into the jungle. Mad Lad sighs of relief. Whew. I was really hoping that would happen.
Aw, bye-bye. And she's gonna wave goodbye to the goose. I really liked your bow tie. Okay, anyway, back to the...
Yes, back inside before it comes back as Mad Lad sort of rushes Allith inside.
Allith is still waving the goose goodbye before being shoved inside. Ooh, okay. So, where were we?
Right, second floor, kitchen. Come with, I say, let me show ya. As Mad Lad goes upstairs, climbs up the stairs, as he shows her the kitchen, is like, this is EGAD's kitchen. Anyone can come in here and cook whatever they want. There is a little system where we write notes for Ollie or Thad to get more ingredients if we need something. But the kitchen's usually pretty stocked. However, the goose also made a pretty big mess, so yeah, well, we should probably clean this up.
Mm-hmm. Allith is going to start picking up however many pans she can carry and setting them back where uh she thinks they should go.
Yeah, and Mad Lad does the same too. Also, show a picture. I forgot to do this earlier, but showing a picture of EGAD's treehouse in OBS right now. Ta-da! That's what the treehouse looks like from the outside. It's very
Ta-da!
cool. Ike did an amazing job.
Yes, thank you, Ike.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but it doesn't take you too long to put away the pots and pans. Mainly because we don't know where things go, so it's just easily like shove something somewhere. And he's like, someone will organize it eventually.
Alrighty.
And Mad Lad sort of sighs, just like, like I said, you never know what's gonna happen in this treehouse. But it also brings me to another point about this treehouse. More technically to Ollie, because it's sort of an open-ended secret that Ollie is cursed. It isn't just like one curse. It's like a whole plethora of curses. Apparently curses stack, and he has so many on him that sort of kind of acts like wild magic sometimes. You don't know what's going to happen, so be on your toes.
Awesome. Can you quickly make a perception check?
Yes, Mad Lad will make a perception check. That is a 16 on the die. Not on the die, but 10 plus 6.
With a 16, Malad has probably noticed, maybe during his speech or so, that Allith is no longer in the kitchen.
Mad Lad goes to find where she is.
Oh boy!
Where did she go?
Allith has, somewhere during the kitchen cleanup, something has caught her eye. Not fully sure, but something has definitely caught her attention, and she went to have a closer look at it. And from there, she got herself caught in a rabbit hole of looking at other stuff, writing it down, and soon enough giving herself a bit of a tour as she admires these pieces of artifact.
Yeah, Mad Lad sort of follows her like, there you are. Oh, admiring the artifacts?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to see if I've seen these ones before, and she's like flipping through her journal. I'm going to say, as she flips through her journal, it's very much obvious that this is not a journal that has been recently. Well, it's kind of been recently started, but it's already got a few pages filled in of various other nicks and knacks and creatures.
Mad Lad nods. Maybe. They say, some of these are sort of famous, others are not, but you also gotta be careful. It's best not to hit. Most of the artifacts that Ollie usually has out like this are harmless, but there are others, especially in the storage areas near the near the roof of the roof of the treehouse that are technically cursed. So it's better not to touch those ones.
I'll be sure to be careful with those.
Yeah, be careful with those, but you should be fine. I generally don't touch the artifacts just in case. I personally rather be safe than sorry sometimes with these things because I don't want to become like Ollie and have like a ton of curses stacked upon me.
She quickly jots that down into her book, and she finishes up writing whatever new artifact she has found. Question: Do you know if any of these artifacts have like little information plates beneath them?
I don't know. I'm not very sure which ones are strewn upon the tree houses. I know
Fair
there's
enough.
technically one artifact, but that's not until the next floor.
Okay, fair enough. She's gonna quickly write something down about this artifact, write something beneath it, like research it later, closes the journal, and she's going to be like, okay, what
Madeline,
else is there?
Madeline's like, well, I'm glad you asked, as he goes over to sort of a little, like, mini bridge. Like, it's very tiny. And it's for a good reason, as Madeline explains. Like, this is sort of the entrance to where we have, like, tinies. We have tiny members of the EGAD. And this little space right here is sort of their little way to their own little section. So they can, like, so they don't have to, they can just chill in a place that's actually their size.
Oh my gosh. Allith just has her tail wagging like, wow, there's tinies? There's tinies in here? Do they have like a tiny society? Do they go on tiny adventures? And she's going to try and look inside the hole if she can.
She can. She can. It's just like all she sees is like a little sort of rest area, sort of like little mini rest area. But you could probably tell that there's like more things in there. You just can't see it because you're big.
Aww. I'm sorry, she's already melting at the thought of like these tiny little dudes going on these tiny little adventures with their tiny little weapons and their tiny little adventuring gear.
Yeah, Madeline nods. Yeah, there's a few of them around here. I don't really see them that often, but that's also probably because they're small.
Oh my gosh. Unless Madeline does something to pry her away, she's just going to keep standing there thinking about the tinies.
Oh yeah, come on. Let me get you up to the next sort of thing. There's a landing pad that's really good for picnics.
Ooh.
Yeah, come on, come on.
She's going to be running right behind Mad Lad.
Yeah, and sort of goes near the stairs and sort of half going up the stairs. It goes partially outside where there's sort of this landing pad area at the treehouse that is outside. And it's actually really nice because, at least at this point of the day, it's sort of shaded, so it's sort of a very nice temperature.
Yes. Oh.
This is sort of.
Sorry. So no.
Sorry,
Go
you
ahead.
got.
No, I have got nothing to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, it definitely has sort of like. It's definitely like a place where like flying toons could just swoop in and just land here to gain access to the treehouse instead of like going through the front door. But also, it's large enough to have like a table and stuff around there, and just like you could possibly have a picnic, kind of a mini cafe sort of spot if you like have like if you like move like furniture outside.
Ooh. It's funky.
Mad Lad nods. Yeah, and this also there's also on the other side another place for like another. It's like this room it not only just has a kitchen as you saw, but also has like other places to like eat and stuff, little nooks and crannies, like this spot where you can just like take take some times outside, just like have a little picnic. It's really nice. I like doing this a lot.
She's going to admire the view from the top of the treehouse, look out into the jungle.
It's not the top of the treehouse. It's like the middle portion.
No, not top.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a really nice sort of view, but you should see the top. It's really fun, and that's where the slide is.
There's a slide here?
Yeah, there's a giant slide, but I'm gonna save it for last because it's really fun to just slide all the way down.
Oh my god, she didn't even notice there was a slide attached to the treehouse. But she is most definitely like now alarmed, just like, what? There's a slide here? Oh my gosh, we have to go ride it.
Yeah,
After the tour, after the tour.
after
Come
the
on, come
tour.
on, come on.
Trust me, it's a perfect way to end. It'll be a perfect way to end as he goes up to the next floor. And this is sort of where, like, there's like a. On the next floor, there's a room that is sort of like. It leads up to a room that's sort of like in the shape of a boat, which is true because there's sort of like. She probably didn't notice, but there's sort of like a boat sticking out of this treehouse. And there is sort of like one of those like theater little mini like puppet show curtain things, and there's a sign that says "Tell and Tale" as a glowing sign. And Mad Lad's just like, "This is Tell and Tale's room. They love telling stories, but they could be a lot right now, especially if you really get them going. So this is where you want to go if you want to like hear a story for bedtime. But if you don't, if you sort of want some quiet, you just keep the curtain closed as you do right now."
Allith writes this down. She's keeping it in mind. She will return to this room later.
And Mad Lad smiles as he does. He's like, "This is one of my favorite parts of the treehouse." As he goes over to definitely an area that is sort of up a sort of adventurer prep area. Is a this is a space where benches to sit, is a other is a things to like get your gear in shape, to like sharpen your swords, or is a organize your items and what you want to take. There's also I think this is probably where the quest board is a in Mad Legos, like, "This is the area where we prep for our say missions and everything. There's benches to sit, there's whetstones to sharpen your swords, and other things to say take care of your weapons. It's also where the quest board is."
Quest board?
Yeah, as Mad Lad goes to this large sort of cork, is a cork test, is a cork quest board, and there's like flyers of all the missions that they could take.
Ooh. She's going to look at all the flyers.
Mad Lad smiles. Yeah, you could definitely. Most of them you can tell what like level they are just by reading them. Others are a little bit more deceptive, but you can always ask around to see like get more information of like Ollie and Thad will definitely tell you like, yeah, this is a you need is a yeah, this is sort of a harder quest or an easier quest. There's usually say they do a pretty good job in the front end to like get the main information out. It's like, yeah, we need a large party to go on this, or oh, this is a tiny solo mission. They're pretty thorough, but at the same time, if you're ever confused, you can always ask them.
Okay. She definitely nods along. She writes down the quest board as an important spot if she ever wants adventuring. Okay, ask Ollie or Thad if you don't know adventuring. Wait, how do you know what level they are? And she just kind of like squints. Is it written anywhere on there?
Yeah, it's written on the paper. It's written on the paper.
Okay,
like
good.
it's just like you
Okay.
need this. Say experience in quotation marks. It sounds like we need the adventurer with this probably amount of experience.
Oh. I don't know. Madeline just said level and that confused her.
No, that was me trying to explain it. Sorry.
No, I know that was you trying to explain it.
Yeah, but Madeline's like, yeah, they'll tell you like what experience they need and how many people they need. Some are simple, some are more complex, but they try to like I say Ollie and Thad, like I said, try to on the front end get as much information.
Okay. Nods, shakes her head, and continues writing down. Okay. Quest board. Is there anything else?
Nothing of note other than like this is a really nice place to actually like prep your gear and stuff.
Okay. So, prep gear, quest board. She writes that down in her notebook. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Her little journal. Now, where's that slide you mentioned?
Say I say be patient, and Mad Lad just smiles. Don't
Okay.
worry, we'll get there. And
All right.
as he then leads her to the fourth floor, he's like, "Now this is the area for rooms and/or bunk beds for people to rest up.
Ooh.
Some people actually partially live here. Some people live here full time. Others just come here on occasion. I'm sort of half and half. I I do make some time here. I actually have a little room, but I also live back in Toontown with my family, and then I also go with my grandma to live with her. I live half here, half there."
Ooh. Writes that. She's writing that down. She's making sure she's getting as many details as she can.
Yeah, let me show you my little room. As Mad Lad goes to his room and opens up the door, which is a pretty simple room. There's a bed. There's a dresser that has a hamster cage on it, a large hamster cage, I should say.
How large?
Pretty large. It's a good sized hamster cage that takes up
Okay.
most of the dresser space.
Oh my gosh, you have a hamster?
Yes and no. I technically have two hamsters, Dustball and Thor. Though Thor is actually an adventurer here.
Oh my god.
She's going to come closer to see if she can find any of the hamsters.
Let's just say enough. I know technically Mikey is here listening to this, but we'll just say for right now, unless they say something, they say Thor and Dustball are currently not in the cage.
Aw. Sad. Okay. Neither hamster is there, but that's okay.
Yeah, Mad Lad looks at it and says like, "Oh, they must be on their own adventure. They like going off and doing stuff."
And she's already thinking about tiny little hamsters with tiny little weapons. She's back on that again.
But yeah, this is my room. Though, if you do you plan on like living here full time or part time?
We'll figure that out.
Fair enough. Again, I already have one roommate, but there's enough room here if you want to have your own bunk here. I don't mind sharing.
Maybe.
All
I'll
right.
talk to Ollie first.
Sounds good. As Mad Lad shows them like this whole floor is basically rooms. As he then goes up to the fifth floor, which is a greenhouse, ironically. As there is a spot where like you see the glass cover it, as it almost kind of looks like it's technically a greenhouse, but with it's kind of looks. I sort of think it's sort of like an apiary in a way, but technically it's a greenhouse.
Ooh. Alice already going around looking at all the plants.
Yeah,
What's here? What's that?
yeah.
What plant is this?
Yeah. There's definitely different plant life in here. There's definitely also research tables for like platoons that are studying these plants, and Mad Lad like tells as much as he can about about the plants to her. It's like, yeah, this is this that that's a hibiscus, that's a Venus flytrap, and oh look, as Mad Lad actually make a perception check.
Ooh, absolutely.
This is not her FPS.
Yeah, Mad Lad points to some plant life. He's like, oh, there's Snap, and all you see is plants.
Snap?
Snap.
Snap?
Um,
I'm sorry, are you saying snack or snap?
Snap.
Okay. Who?
Oh,
Is that one of the Venus flytraps?
no. Kinda, no. But no. As Mad Lad, as he reaches into the plant life, and because he knows his pet, he knows his little plant snake, as he pulls out Snap, his little plant snake, as it just sleepily sort of just curls up into his arm, wrapped around his arms.
She's doing that thing again. Her eyes go wide, they're filled with stars, and she is like, oh my gosh, what is that?
I'll
Oh my
put,
gosh!
I'll pull it. I like we've seen this
Oh
before.
my gosh!
We've seen this before, but I still love showing off Comet's art. But yeah, this little Snapadil, little half plant, half snake sort of creature, and my lad's like, this is my pet Snap.
She is already making a whole new addition to her journal with this little snake alone. She is furiously drawing them in, and she's already adding so many notes.
Yeah, I tried to say I bring Snap up here whenever I stay in longer periods here at the treehouse because Snap likes crawling around and being in a more environment like this as he sort of motions to the greenhouse. So to give enrichment to Snap, I usually let them stay here.
Ooh, okay. Needs enrichment with plants.
Yes. As Mad Lad then moves Snap around his neck, and Snap sort of just wraps around his neck, sort of like a scarf, and it just sort of just hangs there.
Aww.
Mad Lad then points off, but there's one other room that is on this floor. As Mad Lad grabs her hand and rushes over to the other room, which is the Proxima room, which is AKA the multi-purpose room where they do classes here. And Mad Lad's like, this is the multi-purpose room, or the Proxima room as they call it. There's classes that get held here. It's sometimes rented for other events. Sometimes Ollie or Thad teaches here, or other ventures again can teach here. Or if there's a club or something, clubs usually come here to hang out and do their thing.
Ooh. Okay. She's writing it down. Ooh, okay. Are these the room?
Say that again?
Oh, Discord. Are those all the rooms?
Almost. One more. As Mad Lad leads her back to near the greenhouse area, but then he sort of pushes some branches aside and shows a hidden ladder, and he climbs up the ladder, and they're at the rooftop of the treehouse. You can see the jungle for miles. Is just beautiful views every which way you look as you land on this sort of platform.
She is wide-eyed, and she is just looking around wow.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I think you can see the edge of the jungle from here. I think. I don't know. Might be just the horizon. I can't tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes, but it's an amazing view up here. It's perfect for stargazing.
Unfortunately, she's not looking up at the sky. She is currently looking down, and she's just calling out different things oh my gosh, I see a parrot.
Mad Lad's like, yeah, that's a cool parrot.
She's just kind of looking around, or she's just pointing out different animals, different trees, different things that she can see. She's just listen, she's taking in everything.
But the best part is, as Mad Lad goes over to where the slide is and sort of gives it a tap.
Allith looks over. She's looking all the way from the top of the treehouse, all the way down.
I assume this is where it is, but I feel like if it's not, I still feel like it's funnier this way. There's a slide going from all the way to the top to the bottom. And Mad Lad's like, here's the slide.
Allith looks at it for a second before just diving right in.
Mad Lad is right behind her. It's just a wild sort of mini roller coaster ride. It's just like, whee! Just around and around the treehouse.
Oh my gosh, Allith has kind of rolled onto her back to look at the treehouse, kind of like flashing past her as she smiles and laughs.
Mad Lad is just smiling and laughing and just enjoying the ride, having his hands up in the air, just like you don't care.
Fair enough. I'm gonna do a quick roll because I think that it would be very much a character for Allith to get off the slide by doing a little flip.
Nice.
So hold on. Come on, Allith.
Yeah!
Nat 20!
Woo!
As she goes down, she kind of rolls backwards somersaults, launches herself a bit into the air, and does a few flips as she lands.
Yeah, Mad Lad just does a normal landing, but the minute he stops like moving, he is just clapping. He's like, "Wow, bravo! That was amazing!" And he holds up just like a cartoon. He just holds up. He holds up a 10.
Like little bows.
Yeah, and like in the cartoon, he holds up a 10 sign.
Oh, thank you very much. Somehow off screen, she got thrown a bouquet of flowers.
Yes.
Well, anyway. She's gonna give one flower to Snap.
Snap is just chilling, but you could tell he's happy.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Lad smiles, and that concludes the tour of EGAD headquarters.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And she's kind of like shaking his hand again.
Mad Lad shakes it back. He's like, "No problem, no problem. You're an awesome. See, you're gonna love it here. You're awesome." And it's just like I feel like we're gonna become really good friends.
Oh, I already feel that too. Oh my first adventuring friend.
Yeah, and maybe soon we can go on a mission together.
Oh my gosh. Allith is just squealing from sheer excitement and joy. She's doing little jumps and bounces too.
Yes, and Mad Lad is just smiling ear to ear, just very happy that he's made another friend his age.
Oh. I feel like this is a pretty good wrapping up point as the two. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good wrapping up point. Maybe after that he like shows her where they keep all the popsicles and ice cream, and they just have
Absolutely.
and they just sit outside on the landing pad and just eat ice cream.
She's reviewing what she's written down in her journal. She might point out a few interesting pages that she has made.
Yeah, Mad Lad is like listening intently. He definitely is you definitely made a friend for life. The pack has been made.
Absolutely. But I believe this concludes our 12 FPS.
Indeed. Thank you everyone for listening in on this 12 FPS.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you for Mikey for listening in, and everyone else who is listening. Now and into the future. We hope you have a good time zone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.